Alright, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
May I know what's your name, please?
Erika Spinoza.
Okay, Erika, may I know how long have you been Muslim?
Alhamdulillah, become 7 years almost. Alhamdulillah, 7 years.
Alhamdulillah. May I know how did you become, or what were you before you became Muslim?
Well, I was living close to the mosque, and then my little boy started in pre-K, and all his little friends, they were Muslims. So I started learning. That was the time about what happened September 11th.
Right.
So I said I wanted to learn about Islam. So I met this lady. Her name is Mariam, and I still remember her. And I asked her, how can I learn about your religion? She brought me some information. Before that, I was studying another religion. But I was not interested in that. So when I started learning about Islam, I was studying and studying and studying. And then she brought me the Quran. And I asked her, can I go to the mosque? I want to go visit. I came like a Friday helicopter during the Ramadan. And I came to visit, and I have something in like my heart that like, I feel that peace. And when I walked through the masjid, and I was like, what's going on with me? So when I started studying, I spent like 6 months studying. And I said, I want to be a Muslim. But before that, I had a dream that I was wearing hijab.
You had a dream that you were wearing
hijab. And I said, what is that?
SubhanAllah.
You know, it's from Allah. I think so Allah put me signs because I was passing through the masjid every day to go to work. My boy, all his little friends were Muslims with their parents. So I think so Allah put me those signs. And then when I become Muslim, I started, you know, Allah put me that sign. Especially having a dream, wearing hijab, I was not a Muslim. So alhamdulillah, I came over here and I tell, what can I be a Muslim? So she said, you have to do a shahada. So I started studying shahada, you know, what did I have to say? So she explained me and everything. I was with my little kids. They were little when they came. So the imam did the shahada for me with my kids. And then, you know.
So you and your kids became Muslim?
Yes. Me and my kids. Alhamdulillah, you know, I'm almost 7 years and I'm so happy.
MashaAllah. What were you before you became Muslim?
I was studying Christian. I was born and raised Catholic. But I was studying Christian.
Were you practicing Catholicism?
No. No, only when I was little. When your parents take you to church and practice, that was it. But I never like visit the church or studying the Bible, nothing. With the Quran, it was totally different. I started studying and I was reading and reading. Every time when you were reading, it's new things and new things. And with this religion, I feel so peace. I changed everything. Everything, you know. I used to go out. I stopped going out. I used to drink, but not only with occasion like parties. With families. I stopped doing that. I stopped wearing skirts. I stopped wearing shorts. So I changed most everything. But alhamdulillah, I'm so happy. Alhamdulillah, who I am, that I'm Muslim. Even one person asked, are you still Muslim? I said, I still be a Muslim. And still, I die. I'm not going to change my religion. And I'm happy who I am now.
Right, mashallah. Now let's go for your social life a little bit. Were you married at that time?
Yes.
You were married?
Yes.
And how was your husband reaction about that?
He tell me if I was happy, if I was doing something good.
Right.
Don't do it because you want to do it and next day you're going to be back to normal. No. If you want to be a Muslim, you're going to have to practice your religion. Just not go playing around.
And your husband was Christian?
Yes, my husband's a Christian.
And
he's still. Yes, and he's still Christian. He said that before I become Muslim. I said, I don't want you can be around and play with the religion. If you want to be a Muslim, because you want it. It's come from your heart. And I said, and he didn't say, no, you cannot be now. You know, and I tell about my kids, he said, it's up to you. You want to teach something good to your kids, do it.
Right.
So that's what I did. You know, I tried to change my life. My family was upside down. When I become a Muslim, everything trying to back to normal. And I see it. And you see it because it takes time. It takes time. But in my situation, I know because I have problem with my husband. And then when I start changing and I become a Muslim, my problems come down. And I was a person that I didn't, and then I was not working pretty good. And I was like, upside down, everything.
Wow.
Work, everything.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, and especially with my parents, I didn't tell my mom like a month later. She got crazy. She's screaming at me. You were born Catholic. You were baptized a Catholic. Why you make this decision? I didn't talk to her for like around 6 months. I didn't talk to her because she said, you need to change. And I said, no.
And I was going to ask you now, after you became Muslim, have you tried to look back to Christianity or go back from Islam or something like that? You never thought about it?
No. I'm happy. I don't want to, even I go visit some Christian's place, but I said, when they talk, I said, no. I don't want to, even when I do some things and people ask me about my religion, I talk about my religion. And like
so you're not afraid to stand in front of people and talk about your religion?
No, I'm not afraid.
Now I know that you do da'wah sometimes, right?
Yes.
Tell me about your da'wah a little bit.
It's kind of,
you're calling to Islam.
Especially when we do, like when I go to do my laundry, there's a lot of Hispanic people and they're looking with hijab and they start sending you, especially a lady. And they start asking me a question, what religion you are? And I said, Muslim. And then she talked about her religion, her Christian. And then I start talking about my religion. So they, they're like, wow, I cannot believe, you speak Spanish. And I cannot believe Hispanic people can be a Muslim. And especially when you talk about Spain, where the Muslim come from. So like, they don't believe it. They're like, I cannot believe we came from Spain. I said, yes. Before Christian, it was Muslims.
You are from Spain?
No, my uncle's from Spain, but I know the story about Spain.
But you're from Mexico, right?
No, I'm from Honduras.
Honduras? Oh,
yes.
Okay. So
people, a lot of people, they don't know the story about Muslims, especially with they don't know anything. And then when you talk about that, like, I cannot believe it. They ask questions.
They're just so, I guess they are very influenced with the media that they see on CNN and Fox News and all that. They're all against Islam and it's totally opposite. But may Allah, guide those people to know the truth, and by doing all that, inshallah, of course, in Islam. Okay, good, mashallah. One more question. What would you give a message for the world? Well,
what can I say? That they can learn first, studying, learn what's the real religion it is, because people get confused. Muslim and terrorists, they think we're the same. Okay, Muslim is the people, Islam is the religion. If you want to learn the right way. Don't learn the opposite.
Learn Islam, not Muslim.
No, the Muslim. Learn Islam. Because a lot of people are trying to learn Muslim. No, learn Islam. There are books, there are information you can get on the website. But, the message, just learn. Don't attack the Muslims. We're not terrorists. We're one human. We're just trying to be peace. We don't try to attack anybody. We're trying to spread our religion. And that's all we do. We don't attack anybody. That's all that I can say,
Jazakallah khair. Thank
you
so much for giving me your time.
You're welcome. Inshallah.